the next installment of the Black Stallion. You can see him go sideways, you can see him get on the ground, you can see him do a little dance. It's whatever you want to see here in the Black Stallion. G'day, Tony Lander here with the next installment of the Black Stallion. And I can't sugarcoat this. Some of you will find this video slow because it is just the next part of the development of the horse and our relationship. And so I just go with the flow, take it easy, changing him, turning him, flowing around, and not trying to push him into anything specific right now. It's really just about getting compliant, my space and flow, and getting him to be more attentive. And I think you'll see in this video from the last one, he is more attentive and the flow is better. Anyway, I hope you can watch it all. I hope you enjoy it and you can take it with you to your horse and your relationship. Okay, see you on the inside. So the Black starts this session at Liberty with a roll. And he has a lot of trouble getting down. Then he just did a little gallop around, a canter around. Not much happening in the Liberty this time. He's much more relaxed and he seems to have let out some emotions quite well. But it's still great to start with this Liberty, allow him to move and do what he wants to do, and really gives me a chance to see where his mind is at and where his emotions are at and how he's feeling. And here's another get down for the roll. He really looks like he's got a bit of a issue with the bending of the front legs, but I think he's all good, he's healthy, and maybe he just hasn't worked out yet how to roll. Anyway, now it's time to get started onto some online efforts and a little bit more training without pressure. And right here I just follow on after him. There's no pressure to say, hey, get going or come to me or anything else. It's just allow him to go and find out, I find out what he's at, where he's at, how he thinks. And there's a turnaround straight away and coming back towards me. He was going a little bit past me and I just slowly got in the front of him and got him to relax and slow down. And then all good. He stands there and looks around at things, and still his haltering is not fantastic yet. This is only really the third or fourth time I've put the halter on. But I already start to say, hey, can you come here a little bit to me, give me a little bit of attention, a bit of attentive, and with that he goes, well, I think I have to go backwards. At least he turns, and yet doesn't quite lower his head yet. But that'll come. It's a process that needs a few more times and a bit more practice. And then he said, no, I am definitely not compliant. I'm going to be pushy on the halter. So he pushed away from me, went backwards a little, and then he decided to turn. I still have to reach up at this stage to get the knot done. Then straight away we have a little bit of, can you put your head down? Again, this is an ongoing process. I really want this to become a habit, that he'll put the head down when I'm doing something with the halter. So right then, attentive was gone and he pushed straight through the halter and a little bit into me. So I said, hey, you better get back. You better be compliant. With some rhythmic energy on the nose, he's decided that he's had enough of standing still. So I say again, hey, I didn't ask you to go anywhere, so please go backwards, and now take the front end and the back with you a bit sideways. So to try and get out of this really habit he has of just walking forward. I mean, horses have a forward motion, that's what they want to do. So we need to help them change some of these habits, because the whole point of training and developing a horse is to, sure, use their capacities, but to do it in a process where we're in a bit of control of that. So again, I just flow through like the last video. I flow through with some forwards, moving the hind quarter away, and now the front end got sticky. So I had to follow him when he backed up, just follow with him and increase my body energy, definitely in to move it, and then use the rhythmic energy of the rope to say, go around. So then a bit of sideways again, little forward flowing sideways. Now ask the hind quarter to go away with just the feel of the rope, or not even the feel, just the suggestion, and then get the front end to go through. So he moves really nice, the front end from the right to the left. Not so good yet from left to right. See there, he wants to push again on the halter a little bit to the side instead of going forward and around me. And now I come up and we'll flow into a sideways. Again, it's no precision, no refinement on this. It's really big, exaggerated movements, and just allowing him to find the way that he can go sideways most easily for him right now. Even if it's on an angle of 45 degrees, that's no problem. Then I drift back and ask with the magnet body energy to come through between me and the wall. And then this is the hard change for him from the left side to the right side. But he got through without too much push, and then flow down a sideways. Again, greatly about flow. And I really look to my traits. That is, I have a focus. I know where I want him to go. I know where I'd like him to go. That is sideways down the wall. And I focus on this, and then I'm aware of how much he's moving or not moving, and I fix up the front end or the hind quarter, whichever one. Like now the front end, and he's drifted backwards, so I stay focused of where I want him to go. I put the energy with the support rope, the right hand on the front end, and the left hand led him. Now I'm aware that I want space for him to go through, and I have feeling for him. That is empathy, because now he's a bit stuck, he's not quite sure what to do, so I take my time. If he's not pushing, if he's compliant, then I can take time to let him work it out. If he gets really pushy on the halter, then I have to say, hey, this is a no-go. I want compliant. So here again, it's just a flow with the go, let him move ahead of me, and I just ask the hind quarter to come across, and then the front end to move across again. This is his better way from right to left, and again flow with him. So awareness, feeling, and then of course timing. As I ask him to go up into the trot, I put the feel on with the lead rope and use some support energy with the left hand, and as soon as he takes the trot, I don't care what it looks like or how the trot is, as long as it's a trot, and I just then let him be. So now I cause the hind quarter to go away and him to face up. So I can say, please then go backwards. This is another nice habit I want to start with. That is, hind quarter goes away, he faces me, and then I can ask him to back up. This gives me a lot of pleasant feel as far as that he's not pushing on my space, that he's attentive to me, and definitely that he's compliant to me. And now I've asked him to go off in a bit of a circle to the left, lead with the left hand, support with my body energy and the support energy, and get him as soon as he trots, he's off and going. So if you like this video, then hit the subscribe button so you can keep up to date with my next videos coming out, and have a look at the next video I've indicated down below. Click on there, then you can see more how-tos or more flow with the black horse.